part of the Northern Territory Government's commitment to rejuvenating the CBD, Chief Minister Michael Gunner visited the Live in Darwin pop-up shop in the Smith Street Mall to unveil a concept video showing how Darwin CBD could be transformed into a tropical, world-renowned destination.
We are investing in Darwin as the capital of Northern Australia into a vibrant CBD to create jobs. We have done a cities deal with the Australian government, and the NT government has put $100 million towards that deal. This is a real project, and we are asking Territorians their opinions of how we invest in our vibrant CBD. We've put together a fly-through so people can get an understanding of what we are talking about and the potential ideas that we have for the CBD. When you watch the fly-through, some of the things we talk about are the driverless trial down at the waterfront and the expansion of that. The university moving into the CBD and making a more attractive option for students that we know want to come to Darwin and are used to high-density CBD living. So if you look at the Asian market and the potential for students from there, what they're comfortable with, familiar with and enjoy is a CBD living experience, a CBD environment. So how do you provide that? How do you work with Charles Darwin University to deliver that? And Charles Darwin have said they're happy to be part of that conversation about moving into the CBD and actively working on it. So we have got plans for a vibrant CBD, and we want Territorians to have their say about our cities deal. So this is the first time there has been a signed deal between the Australian government and the Territory government, and the Territory government's put up $100 million. So this is real. I understand people in the past have talked about how do we invest in the CBD of Darwin? How do we invest in Darwin as the capital of Northern Australia? We have successfully managed to sign that deal with the federal government. We've put our money on the table. We're now going through the consultation process with that have you say fly through. We want to be a little careful here. We want to learn from some of the experiences of council who have put forward some really good ideas, but they also got, be fair to say, burnt around the roundabout experience. So we do want to try and step this through. We know that a revitalised State Square would be great for the territories, but we want to have a conversation about how do we do that. So the federal government hasn't confirmed their financial contribution yet, and we are in negotiations with them. So the first step was them signing up to the deal. They've signed the deal. They said they are going to be our partners in this, but they haven't put their cash on the table yet.
What are you seeking?
So I've always been a little bit careful on answering that because I don't want to interfere in negotiations. But I think a minimum would be to match the Territory government investment. If you look at beef roads, as an example of co-contribution, the Territory pays 20% of a beef road and the feds pay 80%. So that would be the top range, and I think matching would be the bottom range. So that's what we're hoping for in our conversations with the feds. And it'll be something I'll raise with the Deputy Prime Minister when he's in town in a couple of weeks.
Chief, the councils drove a lot of the retailers out of the city to Casuarina and now out to Palmerston, with high traffic fines and parking fines and things like that. How's the government going to address that to get the consumers back into shop retail in the local shops?
So we're standing right now in some empty shop front in the CBD. We've been working with council about a way of making our CBD come alive. And so we've got the Live Darwin program, for example, and we're working with the property council and property owners to be able to say, here's a great space, provide temporary use of that space to promote the CBD, to drive custom through the CBD. And in doing that, making the Darwin CBD vibrant, bringing people back into the CBD, you create that opportunity. So that's how we're doing. We want to be positive about our CBD and create these experiences and events. I believe the majority of comment from people running for council has been very positive. I think people understand the need for a vibrant CBD. I think the case has been put by many about the need for investment in the CBD. I'm positive that we can work with whoever comes in. I had a positive working relationship with the current Lord Mayor and the current council, and I hope to maintain that with whoever is in council after August 26. What I can say from the NT government's point of view, this is a plan that will start pretty much from this financial year. We've made those commitments around the State Square, the parkland, the car parks there. So starting now and then continuing out over the next 3, 4, 5 years, depending on what the federal government puts on the table, what their timeframes are. But some of this is about getting other stakeholders to the table. And I know council, the university, the Australian government, the property council themselves, the private sector have all said if you get the plan going, then they'll add on to it. And in some respects, if we get this ball rolling, I expect to see years of investment generated out of this cities deal.
To view the concept fly-through video and to have your say on the future of Darwin CBD, go to darwincitydeal.nt.gov.au.